Hi everybody, today we're doing lesson 8-22 and we're going to call this simplifying square roots. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, we talked about perfect squares yesterday. So the square root of 36 equals 6 and the square root of 16 equals 4 and the square root of 64 equals 8. Okay? So that's what we did yesterday. Those are all called perfect squares. 6 times 6 equals 36, 4 times 4 equals 16, and 8 times 8 equals 64. Okay? Now today what we're going to do is we're going to look at something like this, the square root of 8. Whoopsie, hold on. The square root of 8. Well, there is no number when multiplied by itself will give you an 8. So say, for instance, 2 times 2, that's 4, but 3 times 3 is 9. There's no integer that you can multiply by itself to get you an 8. So this is when we start doing what we call prime factorization, okay? It's simplifying square roots, but we're going to do it by prime factorization. So what does that mean? Well, we think about two numbers that multiply to be an 8. So if it's divisible by 2, it's an even number. We can do 2 times 4. Okay, 2 times 4 equals 8. If I break down the 4, I get 2 times 2. Now what happens here, I get a pair of 2's on the outside, and I get a single 2 that's left over up here on the inside. So you see these are all the bottom numbers of those branches. It's a 2, a 2, and a 2. Pairs go on the outside. Oh, that got messy. Hold on. So that's supposed to be a 2. So the pair of 2's goes on the outside. That's that. And then the single 2 goes on the inside of what's called the radical sign or square root sign. Okay, here's the next one. Square root of 20. Okay, we're going to break it down again. 2 times 10 equals 20. 2 can't be broken down any further besides 1 times 2, and that's not going to help us, so we just circle it. 2 times 5 equals 10. I can't break down the 2 any further, and I can't break down the 5 any further, so this is where I start looking for pairs. So look at this. I have a pair of 2's, and then I have the single 5 on the bottom there. So I'm going to put that on the inside. It doesn't have a pair, so it goes on the inside by itself. All right. Okay, let's try another one. How about the square root of 27? Okay, so we're going to try to break that down. Now, 2 does not go into 27. All right. Oh, wait a second. What did I do here? Okay. So what about 3? Well, 3 times 9 is 27. And then I can break the 9 down because 3 times 3 equals 9. Look at this. We have a pair of 3's and a single 3. Pair of 3's goes outside as a 3, and the single 3 goes on the inside. Okay? All right, that's square root of 27. So look, the numbers aren't always a 2 on the outside. That's why I wanted you to see that one. A lot of times it is, but not always. All right, last one that I'm going to do with you, 40. Square root of 40. I'm going to break it down. 2 times 20 equals 40. And then 2 times 10 equals 20. And then 2 times 5 equals 10. Okay, so let's see what happens here. I have a pair of 2's. Then I have a single 2 and a single 5. Well, any singles go under the radical sign. So the pair of 2's goes out, like it always does. And now the square root, inside the square root sign, we're going to have to put a 2 and a 5. And that is not 25. That's 2 times 5. Remember, 2 times 5 came from 10. So it comes down as 2 square root of 10. All right. We'll do more of these, so don't worry if you didn't catch that one. But you could go back and watch it again also. All right, I'm going to give you a couple to try. Okay, so here's a couple of problems for you to try. The first three are perfect squares, okay? So remember perfect squares. And then the next three, you're going to have to break them down. So do the best you can. And when you're done, come back and look at to see if you got the right answers. Okay, so here are your answers. Check them over, see how you did. And if you didn't get something right, just go back, look at my work, and see what's different between my work and your work. And when you're done, have a great day.